evening. I'm Peter Daly.
And I'm Lulu Daly.
And we are here as the co-founders of One World Surgery, along with Glenn Flattabo from Flattabo Advancement. We've got a big goal tonight. We want to raise actually $500,000.
Over $500,000.
Over $500,000, and I think we can get there. We've got Glenn, who's going to help us do that. We've got all of you who are going to help us do that. And it's going to be a win-win for everybody involved, especially our patients that we serve.
We are missing all of you terribly. There are people from all over the country watching us tonight, from out east to out west,
Chicago,
up north.
Your family.
And my family in Chicago. I wish I could hug you. I wish I could feed you.
The nice part about this virtual event, by the way, is my high school friends are here, even the guys I played football with, Burnsville. And a number of my college buddies. Okay.
So anyway, welcome to our home, and I'd like to say thank you to our major sponsors.
Our sponsors have been unbelievable. We've got a lot of different sponsors helping support our cause. We can't thank them enough. Summit Orthopedics is a major sponsor. My partners, my whole group, all the different teammates I work with from the whole level of our organization from top to bottom. We couldn't be where we are without them.
2020 has been a crazy year. We had a birth of our grandchild, and I also turned 60. You're supposed to say I don't look 60.
You don't look 60.
And then I think one of the saddest is that we're unable to go down to Honduras and the DR right now, but we know we're going to get back to that.
We at One World Surgery have really distilled down 3 specific lessons that have been extremely helpful, and we wanted to share those with you.
Number 1, we are resilient.
We haven't put a pause on anything during this pandemic. We just kept going.
And what people thought was really impossible, we found a way through it all.
Number 2, we're resourceful.
As Peter always says, good players adjust. We adjusted. We took our Moscati Center and we helped the NPH family so they can use it as a quarantine for their staff, for their teachers.
We have not slowed down from this pandemic. We've transitioned some different things, such as virtual visits.
And number 3, One World Surgery is moving forward. We continue to do this work, and this work is important, and you all believe in us, and we need your help.
We absolutely need your help. We need everybody to come together because the sum of all of our parts is much greater than each of us individually. There's a lot more to do. We're looking forward to really hitting it out of the park tonight.
Yeah.
And we're here with Glenn Flattabo as well from Flattabo Advancement, and we've got some really fun times ahead.
Let's do it.
Greetings to the Dominican Republic. My name is Claire Cunningham, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of One World Surgery. I'm standing here where we're building our future surgery center, our primary care clinic, and our visitor center. I can't wait for each of you to walk these grounds and meet our neighbors at the Batey, which historically is a sugarcane laborers settlement. Just like in Honduras at the Holy Family Surgery Center, the energy and the buzz here is just palpable. It's because of what this represents for the future. Now, it's hard to think back to 2019, but it was our most impactful year yet. We served over 10,000 patients. We served over 1,400 surgeries. Oftentimes our patients were waiting over 4.5 years for these surgeries. Over 32,000 volunteer hours made this possible. We launched an integrated primary care program, and we started in our 2nd country of operations. Each of these numbers represents a story, a journey of our patients fighting for a better future for themselves and for their families. And this was only made possible because of supporters like you. And I can tell you, we need your help now more than ever. This crisis is magnifying the inequity in global health. The Gates Foundation just recently published their annual report that said we've been set back 25 years in just 25 weeks. Think about that, 25 years in 25 weeks. But we still have time to make up for this lost ground. How the world responds, what we do tonight, can make all the difference. Compassion is an OWS value, and Dr. Daly often reminds us it literally means to suffer with. It's difficult to articulate the pain, emotionally and physically, of poverty, the backbreaking work of sugarcane workers, the formal and informal work of women, research shows that women and children are the ones who suffer the most. I will also share it's such a gift to witness the fierce and resilient spirit of our patients, our neighbors, our friends. It's why our volunteers keep showing up again and again. So let's stand in solidarity with our patients. Compassion is empathy in action. Thank you for giving from the heart.
Hello from Honduras! Hello to all the many medical volunteers that are watching tonight. To some of you I have missed so dearly this year because you were not able to come. To the ones that I haven't met in person, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Merlin Antunes. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. I'm the medical director of the Holy Family Surgery Center down here in Honduras. And as a matter of fact, I grew up in the campus of MPH where the surgery center is located. One World Surgery is so special to me, and now more than ever. The pandemic has hit hard our country, and our patients had needs and their difficulties before the pandemic, but now it has just gotten worse. It is so expensive to look for healthcare in nowadays because there's no transportation, the economy is down, and the lockdown of the country. But our team never stopped. We continue seeing urgent cases, we continue supporting MPH, and we found creative ways to continue our mission. Now we're back. We're doing surgeries a couple of times of the week. We're seeing patients in clinic. Our resilience has just become stronger. Perhaps one thing that has struck me the most is the fact that I have scheduled more amputations than I usually do. And part of this is because it is faster, and in a situation like we're going through, we need to fix things a little quicker. In the beginning of the pandemic, we just didn't know how we were going to get to today, where we're back in clinic, seeing patients, and also being able to do surgery. I totally felt out of my comfort zone. I love doing surgery, and I miss doing surgery and helping my patients. This isn't exactly what I had dreamed for year 2020, but our mission has always been unique and has led to incredible stories of transformation.
Hi everyone, my name is David Vargas and I'm a general physician working with One World Surgery at the Holy Family Surgery Center here in Honduras. I was born and raised in Honduras, and here is where I did all my training to become a general physician. And once I graduated, I felt like practicing medicine in my country is sort of like playing a game of chess, but without all the pieces. It feels like you don't have a knight, you don't have bishops, you don't have a queen, you only have pawns to defend your king. And so, in the last 2 years that I've been working at One World Surgery, it feels like now the chessboard is finally coming together. Like, it feels like we have the complete team in order to have a fair and complete game against our opponents. Now we're able to perform surgeries, we're able to help all of our people and help them get back to how they once were. We are finally doing a lot for our people in a complete manner. So thank you for listening. And it is my pleasure to introduce our team in the Dominican Republic, who have been tirelessly working in order to complete our missions and our goals.
Hello, thanks to the Honduras team for the presentation and for the wonderful work you guys do every single day. My name is Darren Ablovi. I'm a pediatrician from Northwestern and also the medical director of the One World Surgery Dominican site. And I'm here with Dr. Jomairi Miller, our first local physician. And I'd like to welcome you to the Dominican Republic One World Surgery Fireside Chat.
Yes, thank you, Darren. Yes, I'm Dr. Jomairi Miller. I was born, raised, and formed as a physician here in the Dominican Republic. So all I know is this weather. I was trained as a physician in the Universidad Central del Este in San Pedro de Macorís. So everything I know is this Caribbean weather. So, and you mentioned something about the fireside chat. What is that?
Well, Jomairi, in parts of the world where sometimes it dips below 100 degrees Fahrenheit, we like to make fires to warm ourselves up by. But here in the Dominican Republic, we prefer the fan side chat, although our fan isn't on today because the power's off. But in addition to the difference in temperature, there's a vast difference in the access to medical care that our neighbors here have when compared with what we're used to in the United States. When I was back in the NICU a couple weeks ago in Chicago, everything that I needed to take care of the babies, like a breathing tube or oxygen, was at my fingertips. But here, when we were able to help a gentleman get his femur and tibia fixed that he had broken in a motorcycle accident, we actually needed to go to the store and buy the rods and the screws that the surgeon used to fix them. Not only that, for the blood that he needed for a transfusion, we needed to buy from a street vendor, and it delivered the 2 units of packed red blood cells in a paper bag, which were stolen at the hospital. So these are some of the challenges the patients here face when they're sick or injured. From my days in the Peace Corps and working in global health since then, I've always noticed that sustainability is the most important aspect of a global health intervention. And so that's why I'm honored to be able to work alongside a local professional, Dr. Miller, who's demonstrated compassion and dedication to the patients that we treat in the Batays so far.
That's right. As Dr. Darren says, it's very involving when me as a part of this community, I can talk through what their living situation is. The socioeconomics are very low. So to have more an idea, Batays or sugarcane towns are these communities outside of the city where people are mainly land workers and housekeepers, and they actually have these socioeconomic struggles every day. So basically they live in day to day, and they have sometimes choose between go to the hospitals and figure out what's going on with their bodies, or just skip that day and bring food to their families. So they don't have the privilege to have both. So that's why I feel more than blessed and privileged to be working with the One World Surgery and be part of this mission as for my country, for my people, and I serve to them, with them. And actually, are we supposed to be drinking some coffee right now?
No, Claire told me that I'm not allowed to because I'll start sweating. These mugs are just for show.
Okay.
When we first went to the NPH Honduras home, it wasn't a standard medical mission opportunity. It was really just a service trip. Reinhardt, who runs the NPH Honduras home, had a young girl in his home that he couldn't find help for. And he said, we have a little mini surgery center in the back of a converted semi-truck trailer, and why don't you just do some surgery and fix her in the semi-truck trailer while you're here. Just take care of it in an afternoon or something. Obviously, he had been ill-advised as to how big of a project that would be medically and surgically.
So Angela came back with us and my other children. I have 4 other children, and she lived with us, and Peter did the corrective surgery on her, and she stayed and recuperated and rehabilitated at a house for a year.
They received me with ice cream, cake. I love ice cream since that day.
I watched her as she worked through all the hardships and the surgeries and the recovery.
I thought that I will be forever in the wheelchair. Yes, I want to play soccer. I want to run.
She truly became a part of our family. She became a sister to me.
After being with us for a year, we had to bring her back to the home, and that was really hard on everybody.
I was really sad to let go.
In the morning we were leaving, I brought her to school, and we were saying goodbye, and she went into the classroom, and then she came back out, and she said, "Mommy, stay with me."
I asked her to stay here with me.
I turned to my husband and said, "Do something," and that was the beginning of really One World Surgery.
I don't know how it will be if I didn't ask her to stay.
If it wasn't for Angela, thousands and thousands of people wouldn't receive the care that they received with One World Surgeries.
That's why it's called One World Surgery, because it takes one person to change the world.
It's Michael. So big.
My mom called me and she told me that my sister Trisha was having problems in her pregnancy, and she told me all about it.
When I was 20 weeks pregnant with our youngest son, Michael Patrick. We found out at my 20-week ultrasound that he had multiple life-threatening conditions. I was immediately put on bed rest and was told that I'd have to stay on bed rest for the rest of my pregnancy, and I had to figure out a way to care for my other 4 young children, ages 6, 4, 2, and 1.
I asked her, Mom, how can I help you?
I was very reluctant to accept help from anybody, and I didn't want just anybody to come into our home and care for my children when I couldn't.
I came back and helped my sister to take care of her children, just like I do on the ranch.
And it was in that moment that I realized my prayers have been answered. God wasn't just sending me anybody to come into my home to help. He was sending me my family.
He's a handsome boy with blue eyes. I love it, seeing his smiling.
That's, again, another inspiring thing about Angela, that she's got that kind of caring in her heart. She's doing that now for us and giving back to us, which is just humbling to me. It's beautiful. It's just a totally beautiful thing.
I feel like I am connected with him because, and the way that we had surgery, he had surgery, he has pain, I had pain. It's like for full circle. They help me. Now it's my turn to help them.
We are all a part of one world, and we are called to give back to those within our community, within our world, to make this world a better place.
We are so grateful to have Angela in our lives. We're so grateful to have all of you, and we're truly grateful to have Glenn here with us tonight in my kitchen.
We are doing the home shopping cooking class right now is what we're setting up. No, we are about to promote our premier auction items. You can bid till 9 p.m. Some amazing items tonight. And we're going to start by one of our signature items. Lulu, you have to tell everyone about your signature Italian dinner. This thing is famous.
But first of all, you have to put on.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
He's ready to taste this.
Gosh. Now, this is a very famous dinner. Matter of fact, I've only sold this twice in my career. I sold it once with former Archbishop, or the beloved Archbishop Flynn that you did. That was a $20-some thousand item. Now, what am I tasting right now?
Right, this is my homemade meatballs.
Homemade meatballs. Here we go. I've never done this in my career, by the way, right now, what I'm about to do.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh my gosh,
this is amazing. It's good, really? Okay, good.
It's a remarkable dinner, so you can negotiate with Lulu when you do the dinner. It'll either be here, hosted by the Dailies, or she will come and do the dinner in your kitchen. The value is $100,000.
Oh, yes.
So you can bid super high right now.
Yeah.
Bid until 9 p.m. on item number 1. Lulu, I have to say, this is amazing. So our first item tonight was an Italy-themed item. Now we're going to Ireland. This is an amazing trip. Dr. Daly, this is a big deal. This is a trip to Ireland. It's a 2-week stay in an Irish cottage. Matter of fact, I think it's a supporter of One World that gave us this trip.
It is. It's actually a trip to the Holy Land, which is a synonym for Ireland.
Yes.
And I know you might appreciate some Italian food a little bit, but Irish food is really, really good as well.
Well, you could go to celebrate a wedding anniversary or something. How many years have you been married, if I may ask?
36. 36 and a half, actually.
Yeah, 36 and a half. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a great run.
It's good because we've just divided the duties of the marriage.
And you divided the duties of the marriage. How exactly do you divide the duties of a marriage?
Well, basically, I kind of put my foot down when we got married, and I said, I'm going to be in charge of all the major decisions. You can be in charge of all the minor decisions, and it's worked out very well.
Lulu, how exactly has that worked out?
It's been great because we've never had a major decision yet.
Item number 3, Dr. Daly, I'm going to keep you with us for a second because this is a big deal. It's a missions trip. So it's an opportunity for 2 people to go to the Dominican Republic, basically tour the campus, look at some of the updates. It's a remarkable opportunity.
It's wonderful. And you can go down there, you'll see our construction site. You'll also go into the bateys and the communities with our nurse and our doctor, and it is really wonderful. And one of these trips changes your life.
If you can experience something, it stays with you and it changes you. I like to say an idea you can do anything with, but an experience does something with you.
And here's our 4th item, Dr. Daly, I want you to stay with because I've added something that Lulu will find very interesting with our 4th item. It is a trip to the Boundary Waters. I just added this, by the way. Lulu's agreeing to come and clean all your fish.
Oh, yeah.
So if you go to the Boundary Waters, she will clean the fish. Don't you
Sure,
think that's a good
I
idea?
think it's a great idea. I'll do anything for One World Surgery, so hey.
She
I'll
would
do
not
it.
be a good fishing guide. Actually, the oldest outfitter in all the Boundary Waters is who you're going to be working with for this trip.
By the way, the higher you bid on these items, the more fun they are. So bid super high, and having a glass of wine when you're bidding is a lot more fun. Our final item tonight, this is a big deal. It's a golf trip. The value is over $20,000 in this golf trip. Matter of fact, I sold this in June. It's a very rare item to get. It is from the Dormy Network. Now, I have to confess, I don't get a chance to golf that often, but I've heard remarkable things about this. It actually is a donation from a personal friend. Both Dr. Daly and Lulu and I know Mark Hagiord, who's giving us this gift. It's a remarkable trip. Mark, thank you for your support of item number 5. Keep bidding, everybody. Have a ton of fun on the auction. It is open till 9 p.m. I love these items tonight. Every time you bid, you're making a huge difference for us.
Okay, now, would you finish eating, please?
Yes, I'm ready to go. Here we go.
I want that.
No, you can't.
This is for you.
No.
Yeah.
The relationship with One World Surgery with Summit is extremely important to us because it defines a little bit of who we are. The work that we do here is immensely important, but it's not only the work that we do here, it's what the changes in the people who come here. And that ties into who we are at Summit Orthopedics. It's amazing to watch people come here for the first time. And the transformation that happens, they come a little bit with some trepidation, they don't know what they're gonna do, and then it's transformative watching them progress through time. They adapt quickly, they realize the enormity of what's happening here, and it's so powerful, everybody comes back different, they're changed. Your perception about the world is different. Your outlook on what you believe is important changes because the relative scale of what you might be dealing with for problems are so insignificant sometimes to the scale of what we're looking at when we're looking at people with life-changing injuries that have no hope. Renald saw me the first day of the working part of the brigade, and I saw him in clinic. And he has a disease called scleroderma. It's a crippling type of arthritis that starts to occur, and his disease has gone untreated. And in his particular case, all of his fingers are fused backwards, and that takes away his ability to make a fist, which removes his ability to use his hands. So when I asked him how he picks everything up, he has to cup with his palms everything to use his hands. So to drink a glass of water, he has to cup it like this because he can't make a grasp. And he's been that way for 10 years. And in our conversation, I told him we could take his hand, which is essentially backwards, and at least get it into a configuration that he could grasp a cup. He could hold a glass again. And he's been told no so many times that he lost hope. And just the conversation of being able to give him hope that something can be done to make him better. It may not be normal, but it's significantly better than where he's at. And the improved quality of life takes the burden off of just him, but it also takes the burden off of his family. This gives the hopeless hope. And how could you not want to affiliate what we already do as a part of our basic construct of our company and how we can integrate it into this? It's a perfect segue and extension of what Summit Orthopedics is, to be able to carry what we do in the United States and bring it here. And the relative value of that goes up so much. And it's such a powerful experience for everybody. It's rare to see people only come once. I couldn't think of how we wouldn't be integrated with One World Surgery. It's who we are. Giving back is super important. And from my perspective, being a surgeon, what I have to offer the most in the world is surgery. And I could do that here. And I could do it in a manner that is equivalent to where I do it at home. This is a world-class facility. To be able to donate and to experience the feeling of what it is to give, it's unrivaled. There's nothing like this anywhere. The ability to give back, there's nothing more powerful than giving. And so anybody who has that opportunity to donate should.
One World Surgery means helping others.
Service, family,
and love.
The impact of One World is not only our patient care and education, it's igniting the spirit of service for all of us.
One World Surgery means partners with a spirit of service. Partners like Summit Orthopedics, Surgical Care Affiliates, and ASCA, the Ambulatory Surgery Center Association.
One World Surgery gives us an opportunity to use our God-given time, talent, and treasures for the benefit of our fellow man in places of most significant need.
One World Surgery creates hope and change in people's lives every day.
The most impactful thing was just making me realize how lucky we are over here in the United States.
It makes one realize that it is our profound duty and honor to aid our fellow man.
Thank you, One World Surgery.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
I cannot even begin to fathom how many more lives we will be able to transform and serve as our project continues to expand.
One World Surgery to me means making a commitment to the communities we serve.
One World Surgery means hope and compassion. One World Surgery is giving opportunities to those in need.
One World Surgery is the light at the end of the tunnel.
One World Surgery means to me love and service.
The impact of One World Surgery is change family's life.
One World Surgery means to me love and hope.
There's a lot of ways that people can be transformed, and seeing the need in the people here and the look in their eyes and changing that look of desperation to a look of hope. Everybody feels that.
Como yo hay muchos, seguro. Tengo mucha habilidad, pero tengo necesidad. Estar aquí sentado es difícil. Sin poder hacer nada, es muy difícil. Pero hay que tener buena mente para no caer en depresión. Necesito cirugía. Es muy costoso. Si yo caminara, fuera otra persona y fuera bien feliz.
One World Surgery has grown significantly over the past several years. More than 1 billion people lack access to surgical care. We know we have a program that can meet that need, and now we're bringing it to the Dominican Republic.
We're already out working in the community as we've launched our primary care medical missions, and we learned that the need is far more tremendous than we ever anticipated.
We are committed to the success of our program in the Dominican Republic. In fact, our CEO moved her young family to the Dominican to personally ensure its success.
We have the opportunity to make a tremendous impact, and we're going to do it.
It is so special that we can get out and go interact with the community that so desperately needs our help. To be able to go into the TAs, meet the patients, and then take that back to figure out what needs we can serve both on the surgery side and the primary care medical mission side.
Datua likely has a condition called Blount's disease that he's been suffering with since he was a child, where the growth plates fuse on one side of his knees but not the other. He needs bilateral knee replacement so he can walk straight, and the longer we wait, the more challenging it'll be.
We started One World Surgery to try to address a global health crisis. It began in a semi-truck trailer and now consists of the state-of-the-art surgery center here in Honduras. We have a friendly visitor center that houses 70 people, a conference center for 300 people, 40 full-time employees here on our local staff. And in 2019, we had 29 brigades that served 10,000 patients. I've never seen compassion displayed like this.
The surgery doesn't end when I put a rod in or a plate in. It ends when the patient is healed. We have a local Honduran staff that manages follow-up care.
Because we've got so much demand, we're establishing a second site in the Dominican Republic. We want to build capacity in the countries that we serve. We're not just kind of coming and going. We have that constant presence. We've broken ground with the surgery center and the primary care clinic.
We've learned so much in Honduras over the last decade, and we know now we have the model to make an unbelievable impact here in the Dominican Republic.
When you restore that hope and you change that one person's life, you change that whole family that that one person exists in.
We've seen the need, we've seen the impact, and we've seen that we're able to do this and grow. And so we need to keep going.
My friends, this is the moment that we can make the greatest difference, right now together. And our goal, as you've heard tonight, is to see if we can get past $500,000. And listen to this, everyone. We are already over $250,000 together. We've already raised $250,000. And Dr. Daly, before I ask for everyone's help tonight, I was moved by this. There's 5,000 patients right now waiting. 5,000, that's a big deal.
It's a big number, and it's a result of the pandemic year and the fact that we can't move a lot of volume of patient care through without all our brigades visiting. But we think we can put a big dent in that and continue to serve them.
So your funds tonight will directly allow us to serve those patients in the next 3 to 6, 9 months, in the next year. Let's rally together right now, and I'm so pleased. We have so much support already tonight. A huge thank you to the families and the organizations that have already made gifts tonight. We have a family that's given a gift of $50,000 tonight, a $50,000 gift. We also have a $20,000 gift from Helene Houle. Helene, thank you for all that you've done for your support over so many years. Dr. Breen and Dr. Kelly are giving us $10,000. Thank you, Dr. Breen and Dr. Kelly, for that contribution. Dr. Lasasso and Jane are making a significant gift tonight. Peter and Lulu, thank you for your gift tonight, and so many others that have already gotten us past $250,000. By the way, my family, we're making a gift tonight. I am so thankful myself, as I said earlier, for all that One World and Summit has done. Lulu, I want to stop though before I ask for everybody's help, because this is a big deal. Literally 10 days ago, we received a very significant match.
We did. We were on an 8-day silent retreat, if you could believe we did that. And we were told that we have to, instead of living in fear, live in faith. And so we literally came home at midnight, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, we get a phone call that this extremely generous gift came to One World.
The Marthaler family, Chris and Jean Marthaler, had put together a trust in their lifetime, and then their 6 children one of whom had a direct visit to our home in Honduras and helped out in many different ways, came together to offer that gift. And so we're very grateful to the Marthaler family.
It is literally one of the most stunning matches that I will see in 2020. It literally came into us 10 days ago. A huge and personal thank you again to the Marthaler family. So here's what will happen. Anyone that donates right now tonight to help us get to 500,000, every dollar will be matched dollar for dollar. So if you give 10,000, it'll mean 20,000. If you give 1,000, it'll mean $2,000. Let's rally together right now and close that gap and try to raise $500,000 or get past it. You can make a gift by clicking on the donate button. It's right below us on the screen. Secondly, if you want to make a gift through a donor advised fund or through a stock option, that's fine as well. Just make the donation, and at checkout it'll prompt you, and then we'll get a hold of you to fulfill that contribution. We can watch the ticker go up together. Finally, before I conclude this section, one thing that was moving to me when I was watching Angela's story tonight, how Angela's life changed because of her surgery. It didn't just change for herself. Look at the action steps that she's taken now to help your daughter.
For her to come and help our Michael Patrick has been a miracle. Yeah, and it's a beautiful example of when you allow one person to gain their independence and to blossom, they become a blessing for so many other people, and you just never really realize all those effects down the ripples through life.
So let's rally together right now and get past 500,000. Thank you for all of your gifts. You can make a gift right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. I wish we could be in person. I wish I could be feeding you all this great food, but we so appreciate it. And remember, healing can't wait.
You know, and on behalf of all the Honduran and Dominican patients that you're helping, thank you so much.
Angela, would you like to say something?
I want to thank God, because for Him all this is possible. Thanks to you also for returning the smile to my people. And because every time you donate, you help One World Surgery, you're helping thousands of people to continue with their normal life. So thank you for helping my family.
Oh, we love you. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Enjoy your night. We miss you. Love you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.